it's McKenna. Yes, I know I look awful, but I just woke up from a 3-hour nap, put my hair in a headband, and turned on my camera. I know that I did the teenage realities video, but now I want to do a video about middle school. This is more of an advice video for middle school girls. Everyone who goes to middle school, especially the girls, need to understand this is an awkward phase. I know you get told all the time you're in your awkward phase, it's okay, but it seriously is. Everyone's getting pimples, everyone's just changing, and yes, you will grow hair. It's okay. This is when you girls start to shave and think more about how they look, and a lot of girls add makeup. It's okay if you don't want to do that. Shaving, now for shaving, I would suggest, and this is just like shaving your legs, wait as long as you can with that little peach fuzz on your legs, but then once it gets like long enough, that's when you start shaving, or if people start like messing with you about it. Like, I started in 6th grade when I had blonde leg hair. You could not see it. I only did it because I had a friend who shaved because she had black leg hair. And, well, I hate shaving. I wish I would have done it later because now I have black leg hair from shaving so much. The whole period thing, girls, you can test if you like pads or tampons better. You're not gross if you use either one. And just because you use a tampon doesn't mean that you're not a virgin. It just means you use a tampon. And a pad, some people personally don't like it. It's just a personal decision. I know so many people who use one or the other. It's not a big deal. But I know you're really embarrassed about it when you want to go to the bathroom and you have to like take it with you, try to hide it. It's totally cool if you ask another girl for one and you're just like, oh yeah, here you go. Guys, they'll mess with you about anything. But they really don't matter because you're in middle school. Guys, middle school guys are so immature. So are high school guys, and guys in general, most of the time. But it's just how it is. And they need to accept that, because if they want to date someone later on, they have to accept that they are a girl and have a period. And so don't be ashamed if you have to go up and ask your friends for one, or if you just have to take one to the bathroom and don't have something to hide it in. I personally have this little case that I carry my tampons in. But I mean, sometimes I'll just take one out and put it in my pocket and go along. I mean, you don't have to be announcing it, but don't be so ashamed about it, because it's like Mother Nature calling you saying, ding ding ding, you're not pregnant. Middle school pregnancies aren't that often, but they reached a little higher recently. And I want to say, you are in middle school. Everyone's, like I said, is in an awkward stage. None of your relationships count unless you have sex. Then it changes everything. Oh, you kissed him, you won't like, mwah. Oh, that does not matter. You're not mature enough in middle school to have a relationship. You have to wait till high school, or even after that. A lot of people in high school are not mature enough for relationships. So, you just wait. Middle school relationships, people are like, oh yeah, I'm dating. And then you awkwardly say hi to them in the hallway. You're not allowed to like hold hands in middle school. You're barely allowed to high five without getting in trouble. So, if you just want to like hold off on that kind of stuff, and then please wait, don't have sex in middle school, because if you do, there's more chance of you getting pregnant or getting an STD or something like that, because the more you have sex, the more you are likely. But also, when you're younger, you're actually more fertile, so you're more likely to get pregnant. You might not be old enough to fully understand things. He might not put on a condom, or you might not have birth control, or You might just not have plan B or something like that. It could be something so just slip of the mind, and you could get pregnant or have an STD. And no one wants to deal with that when they're in middle school. Like, they haven't even really thought about their life plans. They don't know exactly where they're going to college. They still have 4 years of high school to deal with. And yeah, that's my advice on that. Girls in middle school, you do not have to wear makeup, but you do have to wear deodorant. And you need to shower. Just because, you don't wear deodorant, and I can smell you. So, don't be mad at me for not wanting to sit by you if you stink. You can't always trust everyone, because, some people will stab you in the back or hurt you or break your heart, but going through these things, you will get stronger. And anyone who is bullied, I'm gonna say, it will get better. If you're bullied now, you might be bullied in high school. Just seek help for it. You might be bullied when you're older, but one day you're gonna kick some butt and you're gonna be on top of the world and you're gonna be just awesome, and the people who bullied you are gonna be your janitor. And when you're old and wrinkly and you're telling your grandchildren stories, you're gonna be like, yeah, you know Matt who cleans second floor? Yeah. He used to beat me up every day at recess. You know what? I pay him minimum wage while I'm making top dollars, and I ride in a Mustang. So, screw off, Matt. And that's what you say. Disclaimer. I was never bullied by anyone named Matt. That was just a random name that I chose. Be you. You don't have to try to please everybody, because that doesn't work. Do not try to be anybody else. Do not try to be a celebrity. Do not try to be just like your brother or your sister, your anybody. Don't try to be like your friend. But don't change your personality to fit like anybody, or because someone doesn't like you the way you are. Because there's always people who will like you just the way you are. And even if you're a weirdo, and people don't like you then, when you're older, people will like you because you are you, and you can talk and make fun of yourself as a middle school weirdo. I walked around in a tutu and high heels. I got made fun of. And then in high school, now I'm more calmed down. I'm strutting around my sweatpants now. And I laugh about my middle school weirdness. Now I have a funny story to tell people. When they ask me, McKenna, why are you so weird? I'm like, I used to be weirder. Ask the purple lipstick. I'm gonna have to say this advice video wasn't on track with anything. It was kind of a ranting advice video, but I'm always ranting about like everything, so that makes sense. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at McKenna Foster. Follow me on Instagram at McKenna_Foster. My quote today is, stop living within the limitations of what people think of you and never look back. See you, happy people. Later.